Today, we're kicking off our week-long holiday buyer's guide. You'll save money and score some great games.
We've got the best PS3 exclusives, sports hits, PC must-haves, and a whole lot more. X-Play starts right now. Hello and welcome to day one of X-Play's Holiday Buyer's Guide. I am Morgan Webb.
And I'm Adam Sessler. This week, embrace commerce and make sweet, sweet love to it.
Coming up, we are going to make holiday shopping incredibly easy and do all of the work for you. For instance, find out what sports games will make any jock high-five their bro. Then the emotionally troubled staff of X-Play and G4tv.com tell you what games they think you should buy.
Plus, a special edition of Tech Junkie, where we test out some very expensive controllers and tell you if they're worth the cash. And later, Sessler Selects. I'll begrudgingly recommend some games that your whole family can enjoy. That means these are decapitation-free.
Oh, sad. But first, what to buy if you have a PlayStation 3.
Sure, Sony's had a rough year, what with that whole hacking disaster and the fact that the PlayStation Network was down for a really long time.
Would you even have noticed if it wasn't in the news?
Nope.
Yeah. But despite that, the PS3 still has the strongest lineup of exclusive games around. Here are 5 of our favorites. 2011 has been a great year for PlayStation 3 owners, so dry your crocodile tears and pick up that mutator. These are our picks for the PlayStation 3. Damn, it feels good to be a freedom fighter. Resistance 3 drops you in the worn shoes of Joe Capelli. He's from Oklahoma.
Oklahoma?
The Chimeran menace has all but eliminated humanity, and it's up to you to kick them out of the Big Apple before they freeze the joint. The campaign never stops throwing twists at you and is paced like a Six Flags roller coaster. Far from your garden variety M4, Resistance showcases all of the exotic weapons that makes alien killing so much fun. Resistance finally finds its identity, and it's from Oklahoma.
Oklahoma?
Death to the Hellgast. Killzone 3 picks up literally right where Killzone 2 left off, and things have gone from frying pan to fire. Explosive, filling-rattling single-player missions tear through gorgeously rendered Warzone after gorgeously rendered Warzone. But the most impressive achievement is that the Move integration actually works.
No way, man! No way!
I know, we can't believe it either. And after plowing through the campaign, all you deathmatch junkies won't surface for months when you dive into Killzone's high-performance multiplayer set. Nothing compares to the feeling of raw power Infamous 2 infuses into your pale game-playing hands.
Let loose!
Cole McGrath ain't no pushover. The city of New Marais feels alive and dangerous. And surprise, surprise, the morality decisions actually affect the shape of the game's storyline.
It's the person behind the powers that kill people.
This is simply put one of the best superhero sandbox games you'll find anywhere. Now who's up for King Cake? Yes, we included an HD re-release on this list. I know you've played Eco and Shadow of the Colossus before, but you've never played them like this. The HD upgrade brings the true vision for these incredibly ambitious games to life for the first time. Eco is fantastic, but the main event is Shadow of the Colossus, and it is simply a masterpiece. You can't go wrong with Uncharted 3. Nate and his band of merry fortune hunters are after the famed Atlantis of the Sands, and it won't be easy.
This looks sketchy.
Uncharted 3 is gorgeously designed and realized. The camaraderie between Drake, Sully, Chloe, and lovable lug Charlie Cutter is everything modern-day blockbusters aren't. Uncharted 3 is the next best thing to traveling back in time to watch Raiders of the Lost Ark all over again for the first time. Aliens, Space Marines,
Hell yeah!
dead girls, bar fights. Eat it up, PS3 owners. This feast is all yours. And don't say I never did anything nice for you.
It's no secret that your worth as a human being is defined by sports, whether your local team is playing well, what your placement is in your fantasy league, and most importantly, if you're playing the right sports titles. This next batch of games is full of win, and any superfan would love them. Sure, you may get winded from using an escalator, and you may see throwing like a girl more as a goal than an insult, but with the sports game we're highlighting for this holiday buyer's guide, it's totally possible for you to score all the points in all the sports ball tournaments. Go team! First up is Madden 12. Less a video game and more a cultural force, Madden is the only choice for those eager to control the Sunday Warriors of the NFL, and the 2012 version features harder hits, custom playbooks, and the chance to make big men cry with your very own cut days. Our next pick for our big sports buyer's guide is the Madden of Canada, NHL 12. This yearly title picks up where last year's edition left off, improving an already great game by adding harder hits and a better physics engine. Our third EA game of the list is the Madden of everywhere but Canada and America, FIFA Soccer 2012. Despite having a bit of a steep learning curve, FIFA packs everything a soccer fanatic could ever want into one well-crafted package.
Great work!
A new physics engine, dubbed the Impact Engine, brings beautiful slide tackles and athletic dives and headers to one of the biggest sports sellers worldwide. MLB The Show is our entry for the baseball spot on this list. This PS3 exclusive is widely considered to be the best baseball franchise on the market. The details in the individual ballparks, complete rosters and minor league teams, and introduction of the analog controls for pitching and batting make The Show one of the most detailed sports games out there. The Show is so realistic that Dodger fans have to buy their copies at a bankruptcy auction. Our final choice in our sports holiday buyer's guide is the recent 5 out of 5 NBA 2K12.
Bryant pins the shot from the wing.
The gameplay is smooth and flawless, and at times the joystick feels like an extension of your player. And with the current NBA lockout keeping the real players at home, simply picking change out of the couch while playing automatically makes you the highest paid NBA player this season.
Nothing but net.
Now that's an achievement.
I get it. You're an indecisive person and you can't make up your mind about what games you should buy. Now, if our superbly produced packages haven't steered you in the right direction yet, why not listen to the recommendations of the X-Play staff? They're vaguely trustworthy.
My holiday pick is Dark Souls, and the follow-up to that is make sure as stocking stuffers you have tons of extra controllers, because you're going to need them when you throw them through the walls.
My staff pick is FIFA 12 because I've been playing it since it was on the PC. It's perfect.
Go!
My recommendation is Rocksmith. It's fun, it teaches you something, it sure beats banging away on a plastic guitar, and it gives you all the fun of being a rock star without the herpes.
My recommendation is League of Legends Dominion. It is so fast-paced, fun, and I love buying for my avatars. I can't help it. I spend so much money. I love it.
My recommendation is that you spend a little bit more time with your family and the people who care about you. Nah, I'm kidding. Skyrim.
My holiday buy for this year is Skyrim, with a caveat. Only give it to a relative that you don't like, because you're not going to see them for at least 6 weeks.
My pick for Game of the Year is Rage. I really like the post-apocalyptic. I think Bethesda does that really well, so I really enjoyed it.
My staff pick is Ultimate Marvel vs. Capcom 3 because it has fighting games, it's got Marvel characters, it's got Capcom characters, and it just makes me rock.
My holiday staff pick is Shadows of the Damned. It's a Suda51 game. It's bizarre. You are a Mexican guy named Garcia, and you hunt demons, and your sidekick is Johnson, and you get to shoot a boner.
Portal 2.
My recommendation is get off the couch, put down the controller, and play some D&D. Ah, natural one, bogus.
3 of those people have been to prison. When X-Play's Holiday Buyer's Guide returns, find out if you really need to spend $120 to $200 on a made-to-order controller, plus 5 PC exclusives that will make any mouse and keyboard jockey happy, and the best family games that you'll be able to stomach. We'll be right back.
welcome back.
Hello.
At this time of year, one might be tempted to spend an exorbitant amount of money on a peripheral. Say, I don't know, a fancy controller, a fighting stick? Maybe?
Yeah, you know, a couple glasses of the spiked eggnog, or as we call it around the house, daddy juice, and a whole lot of stuff starts making a lot of sense.
Yes.
But don't make the same mistakes we have, tech junkies. Okay, you guys, so the holiday season is upon us, which means there's plenty of Yuletide cheer and an excuse to buy some brand new stuff.
I thought that's what it was actually about.
Yeah, it is.
There are a ton of things you can buy for you and your loved ones, but let's start off by saying, do not buy something like this.
Yeah, this beautiful piece of yellow technology is the Scuff Gaming Hornet, or Scoof if you're from Denmark. Now, while it works pretty well, we weren't big fans of the fact that you actually have to send it back to the manufacturer if you want the paddle button assignments reconfigured.
Okay, the other thing about this controller, it's gonna run you anywhere from $119 to about $196, depending on what options you order it with.
Instead, you should buy some of these things that we've already
Yes.
talked about on the show.
Okay, these are a couple of oldies here. We reviewed a little while back. They all come highly recommended.
Right, first we have these two arcade sticks right here, which you probably remember from previous Tech Junkies. The Fighting Stick V3 right here for the PS3, and the Fighting Stick VX for the Xbox 360.
Yeah, both of these sticks are solidly built. The buttons feel like they've been designed well. The controls are very responsive.
Yeah, the Square Gate sticks are definitely comparable to the more expensive models out there. Matt Kyle's obviously tested the hell out of these things,
Yes,
and
he
they
is
both
our resident fighting
yes,
expert.
and they both come with his stamp of approval. They have turbo functionality for all 6 buttons, which is perfect for arcade shoot 'em ups as well if you don't just want to play the fighting games. And the VX right here actually supports voice chat.
Yeah, the only drawbacks are that the controls may be a little light, so definitely put it on a table if you're expecting people over for a serious fighting game session. They don't put any bricks or concrete in the bottom.
Right, and there's no button lockout feature for the Xbox button on the VX right here. So,
Right.
you know, if you're playing it in tournament play or something like that and you hit start, you get disqualified. So keep that in mind if you do play in those tournaments.
The Fighting Stick V3 for the PS3 is going to run you about $59.99, which is a great price for a fighting stick. The X will cost about $69.99, and like we said before, they are great arcade sticks that are not going to break the bank.
Next, we have the Fighting Commander 3 Pro gamepad for the PS3.
That is a mouthful.
It really is. Now, this is definitely the controller that impressed us quite a bit. Generally, most people prefer an arcade stick for fighting games.
Yep.
But this thing is so infinitely customizable. You can make this controller so many different things.
Yeah, there are a number of things you can do with it to tailor it to your own personal play style. Okay, first you can actually rotate the D-pad 20 degrees to accommodate your thumb position.
You can also adjust the diagonal input sensitivity to improve the precision of moves like throwing fireballs and stuff like that. Yeah.
And you can actually change the L and R button orientation if you want to control all the punch and kick buttons with one hand.
Aside from the fact that it is wired,
Right.
which, you know, we live in a wireless world and a lot of people are going to be turned off
It
by
has
that.
a long wire though.
It does. You can play from across the room. The responsiveness of the buttons, the responsiveness of the buttons and the controls really make it hard to complain about the fact that it's plugged in because there's absolutely no lag whatsoever.
All in all, the FC3 Pro, we'll just shorten it to that, is a great fighting gamepad that is not going to cost you a kidney to buy.
But I mean, if it costs a kidney, you really only need one. It's not like it's that big of a deal.
You have a point?
Trust me.
Let's send it over to Adam.
Coming up after the break, prepare yourself for Sessler Selects. Are they games for tortured souls and misanthropes? No, just family-friendly titles that won't cause you secondhand embarrassment. Plus 5 games that any PC elitist will love. We'll be right back. Look, we all tolerate Facebook, so let's make the best of it and be friends. Just go to facebook.com/xplay and click like. Now it's time for my favorite part of the show, Sessler Selects. With a title like that, I'm sure you're thinking I'll spend the next few minutes talking about my new line of cat food. Actually, this segment's all about games that your entire family can enjoy. Gamers, the holiday season is upon us once again. So if you're already cringing at the thought of tasteless Jell-O molds, excruciating work parties, and unwanted visits from the in-laws, here's my list of 5 family games sure to ease your holiday pains. Mouseketeers, get ready to bring the fun of Disney's most famed theme parks straight to your living rooms with Connect Disneyland Adventures. From Main Street to Sleeping Beauty's castle, families can live the Disneyland experience without the hassle of $16 parking, screaming children, sweaty crowds, and mile-long lines. Sesame Street, Once Upon a Monster, is an interactive storybook featuring the furry residents of television's most famous neighborhood. Follow Cookie Monster and Elmo through various adventures using full-body Kinect controls. Big, exaggerated motions will make this fun for preschoolers, while adding a glass of Grandpa's famous eggnog will have parents saying, "The streets have never felt so alive." Next is Wii's Kirby's Return to Dreamland. This colorful, family-friendly game features 4-player co-op as you battle Kirby's enemies with swords, mallets, and other kinds of attacks. So if you need a game that says to your kids, "Mom and Dad mean business," the body-shaking motions of Wii may just be it. Ratchet & Clank All for One lets you play alongside family and friends on the PS3 with its fast and furious 4-player co-op. Parents may not know what a Ratchet & Clank is, but it really won't matter when they're kicking butt and taking names. Bonus points go to the game for the laugh-out-loud storyline, which is guaranteed to be far more entertaining than another journey through Grandma's photo albums. And last but not least, we recommend the Gunstringer. This Western-themed 360 game designed for Kinect puts you in control of an undead puppet who's on a quest for revenge and redemption. The Gunstringer's oozing with charm and filled with controller-free fun. Plus, it'll give you a leg up on the competition when you apply for that NRA family discount you've always wanted.
After the break, we give some love to the PC Master Race. Sure, the market may be flooded with up-res console ports that don't exactly work, but there's still plenty of PC-exclusive games worth playing. In fact, you'll see 5 of them right after this.
Next on X-Play, our Holiday Buyer's Guide continues with a look at the best Xbox 360 exclusive, plus the handheld games that'll help you survive any trip, and multi-platform titles that'll make the perfect gift.
Everyone knows that your self-worth is determined by the clothes you wear. Okay, so do the smart thing and gear up at the G4 store. We've got X-Play and Attack of the Show t-shirts, sweatshirts, and more for sale right now. All you need to do is go to G4tv.com/G4 store and start filling up the cart. Then you'll be a better person. I promise. We'll be right back.
Welcome back. We didn't forget about you, PC gamers. You are a scrappy, angry, resentful, DRM-hating bunch that deserves some love, too.
Well, you forgot Raging Sad and Belligerent as well. Yeah, but they still have some exclusive titles to call their own, and here's 5 that are definitely worth a purchase.
Our holiday buyer's guide for the PC gamer is chock full of magic, brain-twisting strategy, and for no particular reason, nudity.
Finally!
Let's start with Hard Reset. This first-person shooter feels a lot like Blade Runner come to life. It has the unapologetic gameplay of a 90s shooter. Lots of crap comes at you, and you blow it away with a gun. Yep, this is a cyberpunk adventure that pretty much anyone can appreciate. With this many explosions, it sometimes feels like you accidentally stumbled on Michael Bay's porn collection. But Morgan, what if I have refined tastes? You ask as you set down your brandy snifter and adjust your monocle. Well, we have the game for you. Total War Shogun 2.
The reign of the old shogunate is over.
This strategy title managed to reinvigorate the franchise with an overhauled AI system inspired by ancient Japanese scriptures. The focused gameplay is incredibly sharp, and it's cool to see how every detail is informed by the game's setting and period. If you already beat Shogun 2 and want a new strategy game under the Christmas tree, try asking for Age of Empires Online.
So much work.
Actually, you don't really need to ask. Developers have made this genre mainstay a free-to-play game. If you like it enough, you can unlock lots more content with premium Civilization packs and booster packs. The graphics have gotten a colorful new look, and the core gameplay remains as addictive as ever.
Good to see you.
If you like the cartoony design of Age of Empires, you might just love Magicka. Now, we know that the name sounds like a very generic RPG, but that is not the case. Magicka is an adventure game that encourages players to combine a variety of different spells to kill your enemy in gruesome ways. There is something weirdly compelling about the way Magicka combines adorable cartoon characters with blood-stained combat. Speaking of gory battles, The Witcher 2 Assassins of Kings is a direct sequel to the first game. Your hero, Geralt, has been framed for the murder of a king, and you must find the real killer before time runs out.
I'd go after the Kingslayer.
The game features a well-written story thanks to its European development roots. As such, it features all the nudity you'd expect, plus beautiful landscapes and stunning sound design. It got a 5 out of 5 from us, so don't be surprised if you see it on our Game of the Year nominees list. Oops, I forgot to say, spoiler alert!
Tomorrow, X-Play's Holiday Buyer's Guide continues with the Xbox 360 exclusives that you need to own. Plus multi-platform games that make great gifts.
I like it.
The handheld titles that'll keep you sane. And what to buy the rich bastards that have everything. Don't miss it.
Plus games for your iOS or Android device, because people want to play their games on anything.
They do. It is nice to have games there when you want to play them all the time.
I mean, they should turn like just dining room tables into a large gaming platform so that families don't have to interact.
You mean like those old cocktail tables?
Yeah, but just kind of, different, larger, and with like separate screens.
Yeah, that sounds very portable and
Zone
convenient.
out. Hours your day. I think it's really good.
Thanks for watching X-Play, where great ideas abound.
Oh, yeah. Today, X-Play's Holiday Buyer's Guide continues with the best Xbox 360 exclusives and games for rich bastards.
Plus games on the go, downloadable titles, and multi-platform must-haves. X-Play starts right now.
Hello and welcome to day 2 of X-Play's Holiday Buyer's Guide. I'm Adam Sessler.
And I am Morgan Webb. Our veins are full of gravy and cranberry sauce.
Coming up on today's show, the games that have no console allegiance. We'll recommend the best multi-platform titles money can buy. Then games that aren't Angry Birds. We'll tell you what to download on your iPhone, iPad, or Android device.
Plus, for all you Grinches that don't like sharing, we've got games for rich bastards. These collectibles are crazy valuable. And later, we'll help you spend your digital dollars and check out some of the best downloadable games available on Xbox Live.
But first, some purchases that are a no-brainer.
The Xbox 360 might not have as many exclusives as it used to in this crazy multi-platform world where developers want to make money.
But they still have some titles that make the console a must-buy. Here are 4 of our favorites.
Despite the small number of exclusives this year, the 360's 2011 lineup has been a perfect example of quality over quantity. So whether you want to dance your ass off, speed through the Alps, or simply save the human race, these are the games you should be playing on your Xbox.
Let's go check it out.
If you're one of those people that hates fun, Dance Central 2 isn't for you. For everyone else, grab your dancing shoes because Harmonix has crafted an awesome follow-up to last year's Connect hit. Dance Central 2 has definitely brought it this time around. With the addition of simultaneous multiplayer, you can dance side by side with your partner in performance mode, or you can wipe the floor with your opponent in dance battle mode. Also new to the game is story mode. You play as an up-and-coming dancer who is trying to earn the right to rep different crews around the city. Each crew has a different vibe, so being able to handle all the songs in the game is a must. There are more than a few first-person shooters to spend your holiday dollars on this season. But if you're looking to revisit Christmas past, Halo Combat Evolved Anniversary will offer up old-school shooting nostalgia with a new school look.
Welcome back, sir. We'll have your battle-ready stat.
Halo Combat Evolved Anniversary features the rare option of switching back and forth between the HD Enhanced version and the original game. By simply pressing the back button, you can toggle between the 2 modes on the fly if your photographic memory doesn't go back 10 years. This feature will definitely have you seeing 2001 all over again.
I'm initiating Cole Protocol Article 2. We're abandoning the auto. That means you too, Cortana.
One of the best racers in the industry just got even better, making it the absolute king of the road. Forza Motorsport 4 is a game full of fantastic little touches of style and finesse, polished to a diamond sheen.
This is the Thinking Men's supercar.
True, this isn't a revolutionary upgrade from the last game, but it adds dimension in all the right places that simply improve on an already great game. And if you need a break from the speed, the super detailed Auto Vista mode lets you explore beautiful vehicles you'll never be able to afford. Even if you've shunned other racers for their complexity and unforgiving real-worldness, Forza has something in it for every type of racing lover. Except, sadly, explosions. Maybe next time. And last, but certainly not least, is Gears of War 3. The hallmark of the Gears franchise has always been a blend of somber apocalyptic tone and pulse-pounding gameplay, and Gears of War 3 carries on the tradition. With razor-sharp gameplay, Gears' aggressive amount of features never fails to entertain.
It's back! Get that thing off the ship! Come on, brass it up!
The campaign stops short of transcendence, but the level of blood, sweat, and manly tears poured into the game creates a whole that is more than the sum of its steroid-enhanced parts. X-Plays 4 can't-miss picks are assured to heat up your Xbox this holiday season, so gear up and have fun, gamers.
Some video games are sluts. They'll show up on any platform they can, looking to wring out every last dollar from the consumer despite the fact that they look all busted and they got a bad weave. But not the games I'm about to show you. These multi-platform games are classy and respectable-like. They won't let you down and they won't steal your wallet when you're in the can.
Shopping for a relative can be hard enough, but not knowing their game system of choice can make things even harder. To that end, we've compiled a list of the 5 best multi-platform games from this year. For those looking for a lot of game for your dollar, our first pick is Elder Scrolls Skyrim. This open-world RPG picks up 200 years after the events in the last Elder Scrolls game, Oblivion. Skyrim is packed with content, with plenty of side missions to keep you busy and a brand new unstructured leveling system. Mortal Kombat, in its 9th incarnation, is our next pick for this year. Rather than putting out another sequel or spin-off, developers NetherRealm Studios decided to go back to the beginning and retelling the story behind the first 3. And in the why did they ever stop category, Mortal Kombat does the obvious and brings back fatalities. Oh, fatalities, never leave us again. Portal 2 is our next entry.
I've got a big surprise for you.
The sequel to the 2007 game blew away critics and gamers alike this year with its charming, challenging, and out-and-out hilarious puzzle game. Portal 2 is the perfect gift for grandma and grandpa, or anyone else not entirely comfortable hack and slashing their way through dungeons. Another sequel marks the next entry in our buyer's guide with the 4th installment in the Assassin's Creed series, Assassin's Creed Revelations. The ancient city of Constantinople provides the backdrop to the strategic assassinations, dazzling street brawls, and vertigo-inducing free climbing that has been the hallmark of this series. While many games these days are designed to be played online with friends, our next game on the list, Dark Souls, takes an opposite approach with a very isolated and scary game. Dark Souls is an antidote to the overly controlled narratives of other RPG games. Designed to be dark and scary, even Dark Souls multiplayer limits communication between players, fully embracing the concept that nothing is as scary as being alone in the dark. From one Dark Soul collector to a Dark Knight, we move to our final entry in Batman Arkham City. Favorite features like the rhythmic combat system, Riddler puzzles, and stealth challenges return with the addition of new features like new in-combo attacks, a modified gliding engine, and a huge swath of Gotham City to patrol and explore. Arkham City takes the best superhero game ever and makes it even better.
Are a stressful time and there's plenty to worry about. What gifts to buy for family, seeing the family, then avoiding the family. If you're struggling with the gift part, listen to what these people have to say.
Well, since Guild Wars 2 isn't out yet and I kind of hate panda bears and Jedis, I'm gonna have to go with some ready-to-eat meals for myself. The because chances are I'm going to be spending a lot of time in Skyrim leveling up the most inept illusion maid you've ever seen.
My pick is Xenoblade Chronicles for the Wii, which is actually only available in Japan and Europe, but the European version is in English if you can manage to find a place to import it.
And if you like enjoying time in the olden days and learning about history, then you should play Assassin's Creed Revelation. It's very revelatory.
My staff pick is Batman Arkham City.
My holiday pick is Batman Arkham City. Because it's Batman, and you don't want to piss off Batman, do you?
Where is she? You were better than us. You were the one. Commissioner Gordon, the Riddler's escaped. I don't know I can't figure out any of his puzzles. Protect the people of Gotham with Arkham City. Mr. Freeze escaped from the zoo on a polar bear. My first date with Catwoman was to see Dances with Wolves. Where is Arkham City? Oh, it's right here.
Now I know all of you got Skyrim and Gears and Modern Warfare 3, as you should. All great games, but definitely check out Valve's amazing Portal 2. Do it.
El Shaddai Ascension of the Metatron. It's beautiful, it's pretty challenging, it's Japanese themed, and it's really fun to play through. And it's got some really weird, cool historical background as well if you look into the biblical area.
Saints Row,
Can you believe that only 4% of those people are married? Ridiculous. Coming up, what to buy if you've got no family and money to blow. These ultra-rare collectibles are games for rich bastards. Plus, the best titles to download on Xbox Live, handheld games that'll help you pass time on planes, and what to buy for your iPhone, iPad, or your Android device. We'll be right back.
Welcome back. The whole point of XPlay's Holiday Buyer's Guide is to score great games and save some money at the same time. Those picks are for the 99%. We haven't forgotten about the 1%ers, the people who can blow ridiculous sums of cash. Here are some games for rich bastards. The 4-player Dreamcade 2.0 cocktail arcade system from Dream Arcades is the answer to the age-old question, how can we take something that costs a quarter and jack it out of most people's price range? Inspired by the best of 1980s pizza places, the Dreamcade is built around an Intel-backed gaming PC running Windows XP Pro and comes standard with over 125 games. Include Joust, Rampage, Paperboy, Marble Madness, Haunted Castle, Tubin, and even the classic cell-animated Dragon's Lair series. Add more packages including Golden Tee Poker and Classic Dreams with the subtle swipe of your black card. The Dreamcade Cocktail Arcade retails for $2,229. Next up on our vintage papyrus list is the rare Japanese RPG Xenoblade Chronicles. This import-only critic's favorite puts you in the role of Shulk with his legendary Xenoblade Monado as he defends his home colony from the invading Mechon. If that sounds like any other Japanese RPG to you, shine up your monocle and take a closer look, cause Xenoblade Chronicles offers an open world, quote, approximately the size of Japan. That's right, you can now play a game the size of the place the game is from. I haven't done that since I set up my Nintendo inside a pizza box to play that Noid game. Now, despite being a bestseller and critics' darling in Japan and the UK, Nintendo of America has no plans to release this game in North America, shooting Xenoblade Chronicles into the $90 to $100 range on eBay.
If this is a joke, it ain't funny.
Our final big-ticket item is the collector's edition of a collection of ports, a must for anybody buying things to replace feelings. The collector's edition of Metal Gear Solid HD. This collection boasts Metal Gear Solid 2, Metal Gear Solid Snake Eater, and the PSP game Metal Gear Solid Peace Walker, all up-res to HD, as well as a beautiful hardcover book detailing all the initial designs and inspirations for each chapter in the Sneak and Shoot series. High demand and limited availability have this special collector's edition going for nearly $140 per copy.
After the break, we've got recommendations for games that don't need a console or a TV. We'll tell you what to buy for the DS, PSP, iOS devices, and other combinations of letters right after this.
instead of looking at pictures of bacon in your Facebook feed, eat bacon in real life and then fill up your feed with everything gaming. Just go to facebook.com/xplay and click like. The holidays are all about spending time in crowded airports and cramped airplanes so you can put in some FaceTime with your fam. It sucks. They're not worth it. You can make things more interesting by drinking yourself stupid, but that could lead to one of those FAA bans. Seriously, they will not let you on the plane if you drink a bunch of Jaeger for breakfast. They will not do it. Instead, what you should do is you should kill those precious hours with these games for your PSP and your DS.
It's that time of year again to spend time with your loved ones and then run for the hills once you've had your fill. Here are X-Play's Games on the Go recommendations for when you're traveling across the country or just hiding out from your relatives. Super Street Fighter 4 3D brings the world of flaming uppercuts and fireballs to your fingertips. While the added dimension does little for the already tight combat, online multiplayer is a welcome feature for any gamer. Just be careful, the action is downright fierce. Tactics Ogre Let Us Cling Together brings back classic tactical combat, branching stories, and hardcore RPG action one turn at a time to the PSP. Square throws in a few tweaks to keep veterans on their toes. Just like Aunt May's Thanksgiving meatloaf, it's a lot to digest, but immensely satisfying if you give it a try. I know what you're thinking, 36, 23, 34, but the only one that counts is on the Z-axis. Dead or Alive Dimensions lets you take jiggle physics on the go. Quick kinetic fighting now goes wherever you travel with easy-to-learn controls and online play. Persona 2 Innocent Sin resurrects this meaty RPG from the Shin Megami Tensei series for the PSP. With a slick new interface, additional content, and a harder difficulty level, you may never see the light of day ever again. And finally, Professor Layton and the Last Spectre dishes up over 100 hours of puzzle-solving fun as you try to uncover a mysterious monster terrorizing the inhabitants of a small English town. When life doesn't let you sit still, X-Play's Games on the Go recommendations lets you take the fun wherever your travels may take you.
Coming up after the break, we'll help you ignore loved ones with some great games for your iPhone, iPad, or Android device. And if you have a BlackBerry, tough, you get no games. Go send some emails. We'll be right back. If you love X-Play but are too lazy to watch every individual segment, why not watch the condensed version? It's like milk. X-Play Weekly rounds up our biggest reviews, demos, and previews into one show that you can download straight to your console. You can download new episodes every Thursday on the PlayStation Network, Xbox Live, and the Zune Marketplace. Please don't watch this show. We don't want the ratings.
Morgan,
yes.
When I'm slumped on my couch with a full belly in the glorious throes of a food coma, it always seems like a good time to download some games on my phone. It really does.
Because you can't really move anything except your fingers.
It's very true.
If you find yourself in a similar predicament, here's some titles to download for Android or iOS.
Having a stroke? Is that what it is?
Yes.
Huh.
If you're sick of singing Christmas carols on your family road trip to Grandma and Grandpa's house, here are 4 awesome games for your iOS and Android that will help ease the pain.
Zombies about to breach.
Zombie shooters are a modern phenomenon, but Zombie Gunship offers its own unique twist on the genre. Gunship puts you in the cockpit of an AC-130 and lets you blast the undead from high in the sky. Even though you aren't face-to-face with the stinking horde, the game is full of tense moments as you protect survivors and keep wave after wave of zombies from invading a bunker. Super Brothers Sword and Sorcery for the iOS may be a simple point-and-click adventure game, but as you explore deeper into this highly stylized 8-bit oddity, you'll find a mysterious fantasy world filled with fairies, monsters, swords, and sorcery. Infinity Blade is still one of the best-looking titles on iOS, but Infinity Blade 2 should raise the bar for the franchise. Ready for download on December 1st, the hack-and-slash sequel will offer up a longer and more involved quest, as well as several distinct fighting styles to keep the combat fresh throughout. Grand Theft Auto 3 just turned 10 years old, and now you can relive a decade of criminal activity in the palm of your hand on your Android or iOS device. To commemorate the groundbreaking game's anniversary, Rockstar will release GTA 3 later this fall. Oh, the memories. Guns, cars, music, ultraviolence. Where has the time gone? So if your family puts you in one of those horrible Christmas sweaters, escape is just a download away.
It's staggeringly easy to spend hundreds of dollars on Xbox Live, especially when you've been drinking Night Train all day. So if you're gonna black out and pick up some games, maybe you should buy the stuff we recommend in the download.
If you're looking for something fun to play in between your marathon sessions of Skyrim, here are a couple downloads to help you enjoy your breaks. The first two games take your standard tower defense games and add some new twists. Trenched, which will soon become Iron Brigade on November 30th, adds some mech combat to change things up. You can drop some turrets while you unleash salvos of lead against hordes of mechanical beasts.
Perfect.
Then there's Toy Soldiers Cold War. In addition to setting up your standard defenses, you can pilot jets, helicopters, and tanks. And if that's not enough, you get to unleash this guy.
You wanted a war? You got a war!
If puzzle solving is more your thing, try Elo Milo. Aside from the fact it's just plain charming, it's a game that shows that when you're the best of friends, nothing can keep you apart. Next on our list is Insanely Twisted Shadow Planet. The shooter combines a unique art style with the best elements of Metroid and Castlevania. It may be short, but it's definitely sweet. And finally, we have Torchlight. When you have some of the original designers of Diablo 1 and Diablo 2 behind this game, you can't go wrong. It's an excellent dungeon crawler that can tide you over until the release of Diablo 3. They're fun, they're affordable, and they're all completely worth the download.
Tomorrow, X-Play's Holiday Buyer's Guide continues with a whole lot of gunplay. We've got the shooters that'll make any gamer happy. Plus, what to buy that Nintendo fanboy or fangirl in your life.
Thanks, Fox.
Then Morgan will be your wallet savior.
Seriously, look forward to it.
She's got great games at bargain basement prices. Then get the whole family moving with some of the year's best motion games. All that and more, don't miss it.
Plus more picks from the troubled diabetic X-Play staff.
Yes, so we have shooters coming up.
Yes, of which there are many.
Of which there are many. And something else I think is cool, we have a bunch of sort of non-video gaming stuff. So if you don't know what somebody has or doesn't have already, this is something that you might want to check out.
Exactly. I think one of the problems is a lot of people, they buy themselves games when they want to play it.
Absolutely.
So this just helps broaden it out.
Most people have bought themselves Modern Warfare already.
Yes, it's true.
Thanks
Let's make a fort out of strategy guides.
Today, X-Play's Holiday Buyer's Guide continues with the best shooters and games that'll get you moving.
Plus, the best Nintendo titles, huge sales, and what to buy the jerk that owns every game. X-Play starts right now.
Hello and welcome to day 3 of X-Play's Holiday Buyer's Guide. I am Morgan Webb.
And I'm Adam Sessler. Did you know that at this time of the year, suicide rates skyrocket?
It's true. Coming up, we'll tell you what to buy the Nintendo fanboy or girl in your life. Believe it or not, there actually are a few games to play. Then I'm going to help you save a buck with some great PS3 and 360 games that can be had for a fraction of the price.
Plus, we'll get your fat ass moving with some of the year's best motion control games. It's normal if your chest hurts while playing. And later, what to buy the person that already owns every big game. We'll cover some great gaming books in Collector's Edition.
But first, it is time to pop a cap in some ones and zeros.
This is America.
Yes.
If there's anything we love more than improperly raising children or denying your true sexuality, it's shooting things.
Preferably in the head. So if you're looking for a good shooter playing one of these, we'll have you joining the NRA in no time. People have often accused us of being too trigger-happy. Well, guilty as charged. Here are some shooters that better be on your wish list this holiday season. Call of Duty Modern Warfare 3 is a first-person oh wait, you're probably already familiar with it.
So, what else can we say about Activision's 800-pound gorilla? Well, the game grossed a reported $400 million in the first day of release. There's a good reason for its success. MW3 is our go-to option for fast-paced online action. If you don't have this game, all the other kids will think you suck. And they'll be right. But that's not the only explosive shooter out there right now. Battlefield 3 is the first numbered sequel in the main series since 2005. This game is absolutely gorgeous, with exceptional multiplayer and some of the best sound design of all time. Sure, the single-player campaign is hampered by a clunky framing device, but the real gems are still the online skirmishes. True shooter fans must own this game. Meanwhile, Rage is something completely different. It's a first-person shooter whose heart is in its single-player campaign. That's a daring design choice for id Software. With the exception of a couple different online modes, you'll spend the majority of your time in the wasteland alone. Fortunately, the gorgeous visuals and exceptionally orchestrated action are worth your time. Bulletstorm is a visually rapturous thrill ride that never slows down to appreciate the scenery. It features a combo system that adds an extra layer of loopy fun to the genre. By encouraging us to get creative with our kills, the developers kept our attention through the game's oddball campaign. But if those shooters are too gory, you might like Child of Eden. This comes from Tetsuya Mizuguchi, the creator of cult classics like Rez and Lumines. That alone means you should give it a shot, and we doubt you'll be disappointed. It's a beautiful, psychedelic on-rails shooter. You can use motion controls to play, making it an experience like nothing else. Finally, Crysis 2 is the perfect gift for shooter fans who like a splash of sci-fi weirdness mixed in with their realistic violence. And really, isn't that everyone? This sequel mixes open-world level design with amazing stereoscopic 3D visuals. Jump into your nano suit and grab your controller.
Let's be honest, Nintendo didn't exactly have a strong lineup of games in 2011. If you own a Wii or a DS, or God help you, a 3DS, your year was probably spent hoping the Wii U would have a good launch. But believe it or not, there was still a handful of titles worth picking up.
First up is the most recent installment of a classic, The Legend of Zelda Skyward Sword. Set again in the land of Hyrule, this time we see an airborne Link descending from the village of Skyloft to fight through dungeons and confront evil. Second on our list is the redone Legend of Zelda Ocarina of Time for the 3DS. This is the third release of the game that still stands as the best reviewed game of all time. 3D graphics and upgraded gadgets make this a perfect gift for someone playing it for the first time or the third. Our third choice is another port from Nintendo's past, a 3D rendering of the N64 classic Star Fox. This space shooter with the fantastically bad dialogue
Slippy here. I'm okay.
is a blast for anyone who played the original. Multiplayer is another impressive new addition, great for multiple gamers in the same family.
Andros won't have his way with me.
The most recognizable mascot in video games is up next with his 3DS title. Super Mario 3D Land is the first original 3DS game on this list, but that's not telling the whole tale. Whereas many of Mario's last adventures have been of the open world variety, this 3D game owes much to the 2D side-scrollers from the original Nintendo system. Finally, the newest release is Mario Kart 7 for the 3DS. This quite obviously 7th edition of the racing franchise gives us new tracks and new power-ups. Not that they needed to, as Mario Kart's reputation as one of the Nintendo's most popular games will keep this high on every gamer's Christmas list. From Skyward Swords to Special Shrooms, remakes to reimagining, 2D or 3D, Nintendo delivers a crop of must-haves for every gamer's wish list.
When X-Play's Holiday Buyer's Guide returns, Morgan's gonna save you some money by stealing it from your purchase. Just kidding. Specifically, she's gonna save you money on great PS3 and 360 games. Plus, great motion control titles that'll get you moving, downloadable titles you need on your hard drive, and a collector's edition full of great gift ideas that requires reading. We'll be right back.
games over the holidays, you are not limited to only shopping during the hellish nightmare that is Black Friday. Many major retailers are selling the year's biggest and best games at ridiculously low prices. You just need to know where to look. Holiday shopping can be a drag thanks to long lines and angry mobs. But for gamers, this is truly the most wonderful time of the year. With so many bargains to be had, you have no excuse not to beef up your collection with these A-list games available now for C-list prices. Portal 2 is a must-have. It's an experience that will have you shouting at the top of your lungs. I'm a gamer and I'm proud of it. Yep, it's that good.
Seriously, look forward to it.
Valve's incredible sequel features all of the brain-twisting puzzles and laugh-out-loud comedy that made the first Portal a landmark gaming experience. You can grab Portal 2 from most online retailers for a very wallet-friendly $39.95 on both the 360 and PS3.
Put down your weapons. The bank is surrounded.
Next up is Rockstar's LA Noire. If you haven't already played this police procedural drama yet, Best Buy's $39.99 price tag drives a hard bargain. Noire puts you in the shoes of a 1940s LAPD detective trying to crack some of the city's most infamous cases.
We're going to take a hint.
If the future is more your style, Mass Effect 2 should be high on your Christmas wish list. This space opera of grand proportions features an epic quest and is available from GameStop for a mere $19.99, which is a bargain in any galaxy.
Have a nice trip.
Finally, there's Epic's Bulletstorm, now available for $29.99 at most retailers. This shooter challenges genre conventions with its innovative point system and profanity-laced storyline.
I'm up your life.
If you're looking for a new shooter to play this holiday that isn't called Battlefield, Gears of War, or Call of Duty, Bulletstorm is worth your time. There you have it. Thanks to incredible deals like these, even the cheapest of you bastards out there has no excuse to avoid picking up some of this year's best games.
The holidays are a great time to get the whole family playing video games, but you can't start them off on Battlefield 3 and expect them to start trolling. You need to ease them in with motion control games for the Wii, Kinect, or the PlayStation Move.
If you're stuck trying to impress your nagging in-laws and unattentive nieces and nephews this holiday season, try getting them off the couch with these excellent motion games. Dance Central 2 has definitely brought it this time around. Even if you have two left feet, this sequel will teach you the basics of shaking your moneymaker. Before you know it, you'll be popping, locking, and wiping the floor with your bratty niece and nephew in the game's dance battle mode. Next up is Killzone 3. Unleash some holiday frustration and try playing this game with the PlayStation's Move motion controller and sharpshooter attachment. The assault rifle design turns this first-person shooter into one of the most immersive, knee-jerking experiences you'll find on a console today. House of the Dead Overkill proves that the family that slays together stays together. This humorous, grindhouse-inspired rail shooter might just have you tolerating your sister-in-law as you two shoot your way through a horde of zombies in this addictive gore fest on either the Wii or PS3. Just Dance 3 will probably have your in-laws thinking you're a terrible dancer, and they're probably right. But fortunately for you, being good isn't a requirement. Whether you're playing on the Wii or with 360's Kinect, you will have a blast making an ass out of yourself in front of all your loved ones thanks to the game's easy-to-follow interface and fun routines. And last but not least, we recommend the Gunstringer. If your mother-in-law is really tugging your strings this holiday, put her in front of this charming 360 game for Kinect and let her boss around a virtual puppet for a while. She'll enjoy the unique gameplay, and you'll enjoy the peace and quiet. So there you have it. X-Play's foolproof motion game strategy guide guaranteed to have your other family saying, "He's not that bad," in no time.
After the break, more shopping directives. We'll tell you where to spend your digital dollars in the download and show you how to shop outside the box and not just buy games. X-Play's Holiday Buyer's Guide will return in just a minute. Mark Zuckerberg created Facebook solely for the purpose of connecting X-Play with its fans. It's true. It was a deleted scene in the social network. So do what Mark wants and go to facebook.com/xplay and click like. Now, G4tv.com's Video Game Deathmatch wants you to decide the Viewer's Choice Award during X-Play's 1-hour Best of 2011 special, and the competition is brutal. 32 stellar games are in the running. Now only 8 remain.
As long as there is hope, we will prevail.
It's time for the holiday decorations to go up and for half of these contenders to go down as we continue the Video Game Deathmatch.
Oh, you might want to hang on to something.
Make your votes count and your voices heard as XPlay and G4tv.com present the 2011 Viewer's Choice Game of the Year Award. Yeehaw! Only one can stand above the rest. Round 3 begins now. Portal 2 escaped the clutches of rage, but will Shell be able to outsmart the dragons of Elder Scrolls V Skyrim?
But I think we can put our differences behind us.
Assassin's Creed Revelations breaks out the hidden blades as it goes toe-to-tank tread with the awesome firepower of Battlefield 3.
Objective has been neutralized.
Cape Crusader goes face-to-face with the hero of Hyrule as Batman Arkham City meets The Legend of Zelda Skyward Sword. You've taken on demons, but can you deal with chest-high walls? The harder-than-diamonds gameplay of Dark Souls takes on the brutal chainsaw action of Gears of War 3.
Here we go again!
Head on over to G4tv.com/deathmatch to vote. Each week, fans will cut the contenders in half until only one survives. The winner of the Viewer's Choice Game of the Year Award will be announced on XPlay's Best of 2011 Awards Wednesday, December 14th. Gather your forces, take aim, and get ready to keep yourself warm this winter with a massive flame war.
You should now feel mentally reinvigorated.
Remember, vote for your favorite at G4tv.com/deathmatch. The winner is, of course, going to be announced during XPlay's Best of 2011 Award Extravaganza. At this time of year, everyone becomes a shut-in, either because of the weather or the rampant depression, Adam. So really, the best way to stay sane is downloading new games. And here are some titles that'll get the job done.
Downloadable games are a great way to play for those of us who hate wearing pants and also hate being arrested for indecent exposure. Here are more of our favorites from this year. Bastion plays like an old-school RPG, but the action is given running commentary by a mysterious narrator.
He gets up, sets off for the Bastion.
If you don't mind his voice, you'll experience one of the best downloadable fantasy games ever. Outland is one gorgeous platform game. The story is a trippy race to stop the malevolent Sisters of Chaos, which, by the way, was also the name of my grunge band in high school. Street Fighter III Third Strike Online Edition is exactly what you think it is. Arguably the best installment in the franchise gets a downloadable version that lets you beat up your friends online. Dungeon Defenders is one of our favorite new downloadable games. It combines tower defense tactics and action RPG elements to create a unique experience. Plus, the graphics are so colorful, you'll swear you mistook your breath mints for ecstasy tabs. Pixel Junk Shooter 2 starts off in the stomach of a giant monster that swallowed you at the end of the first game. The action features beautiful art school visuals and sharp shooting mechanics. Infamous 2 Festival of Blood is a campy standalone adventure for Cole McGrath. He gets turned into a vampire and has until sunrise to destroy a blood-sucking she-demon.
The more she drank, the prettier she got.
Don't pass over this blood-curdling companion to one of our favorite PS3 games.
You know, man, I've been thinking, you're kind of badass as a vampire.
Coming up, a collector's edition that's all about finding great gifts for a gamer. You know, there are other things to buy besides actual games, right? We'll be right back.
Hello.
Hi.
Welcome back to the show.
Yes.
Hey, you know what's a really crappy present?
What's that?
Modern Warfare 3.
Yes.
Because everybody has a copy. My dog has a copy.
On the first day,
Yeah,
everybody
really.
got a copy.
Yeah.
So don't buy that for somebody. If you're looking for something to buy a gamer, Do the sensible thing and listen to us.
That's sensible. Question
It's
mark.
because we have plenty of ideas in this collector's edition.
Today we've got an amazing collection of books that are perfect really for that special gamer in your life.
Yeah, so they're not your ordinary run-of-the-mill books. These are collector's editions.
Yeah, very, very hard to get. Trust me, we just got this one this morning.
Yeah.
And first up, though, we have the Super I Am 8-Bit book right here. For those of you that don't know, I Am 8-Bit began primarily as an art exhibit with a lot of classic, video game-inspired paintings from the 80s. We've been to quite a few ourselves. We've actually covered a lot of the events, and we've actually collected a lot of those in this book right here.
The book is the second book in the I Am 8-Bit series. It's another collection of wildly imaginative video game-inspired art.
Yeah, and there's a ton of great ones in here, but a couple of our favorites. Number one, this Western-themed Paperboy, which is pretty cool right there. We like that one quite a bit.
Yeah, and there's also a really actually elegant rendition of Peach and Yoshi from Mario, which counteracts some of the not elegant ones that you can find on the internet that have scarred me for life.
Yeah, keep writing that fan fiction though, guys. That stuff is awesome. Or, for instance, and this is my favorite one, so much so that I tracked down the artist and was like, listen, I need you to paint this exact thing again. This epic painting of Link versus Ganon.
So if you're a gamer who lived during the 80s, you're definitely going to appreciate the creativity that went into reimagining these games.
And if you didn't, we still think it'll make an art lover out of you and can really help you better appreciate gaming's roots, because this is a throwback. And for 20 bucks, fantastic gift.
It is a good gift. All right, next we have Ready Player One. This book is perfect for any fiction-loving geek.
This is the best book I read all year because, and okay, try to wrap your head around this, okay?
I will do my best.
It combines part one of The Matrix, really the only Matrix movie that should have been made.
That's the only one that exists in my head.
Thank you. The Goonies, okay? War Games, an ode to all 80s geek and video game culture of all time. It really is this fantastic mashup of all of those things, and it's going to cost us $26. It's going to make a perfect holiday gift for all you fans of the 80s out there.
The next thing we have
this
weighs about
large
1,000
things,
pounds.
yes. You're very strong. You're very strong.
I am very strong.
This is a strategy guide for a little game called Skyrim that came out recently that 3.5 million people bought in the first couple of days. Congratulations, Bethesda. It's a fantastic game.
It's the Collector's Edition Prima Official Game Guide for Skyrim. Since you're going to be playing well into the holiday season, we figure you're probably going to need it.
The hardcover version looks fantastic,
Looks
you
so
guys.
good. It is chock full of tips and hints that is going to turn you into a dragon-slaying machine in no time.
Yeah, and then on top of that, you might even fend off a zombie or two with this thing, because if the apocalypse does in fact happen, you're going to dome the hell out of some things with this right here.
Yes, it also has maps, character build guides, and a full walkthrough of every location.
Every single location. By the way, hats off to the one human being that wrote this book. We met him at a party. He's like, I love that game, but it took me 6 months to write this thing. That's how much stuff is in this. And if you're going to play hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of hours of Skyrim and you want to do everything, this book is really the only way to accomplish that.
Online, it's about $36 from Barnes & Nobles.
Good luck trying to find it at the moment.
Good luck, friends.
That's right. And there you have our recommendations for the perfect gift for your gamer loved one. See, books are essential things, guys.
They are. It keeps your mind sharp and keeps you off the streets.
The more you know, Morgan. The more you know.
Here's a look at what's coming up on X-Play.
Next week, we've got reviews of even more holiday games, including Sonic Generations. Find out if 2 Sonics make for one good game. Plus, we'll tell you if GoldenEye 007 Reloaded is worth your holiday cash. Then find out what it takes to make Lombax jokes when we take you inside the life of Ratchet & Clank's writer in Will Work for Games. And clear your schedule, because X-Play's 1 hour Best of 2011 Awards is coming December 14th.
For even more holiday buyer's guide goodness, just go to G4tv.com. And it's only goodness, there's no badness.
In case you didn't write down every single thing that we talked about this week, and you should have, it's all there at G4.
I like to flowchart the show, kind of like back when I was in high school. Forensic.
Get some graph paper. Thanks for watching it. Hello and welcome to X-Play's Ultimate Buyer's Guide, brought to you by the new Droid Razr M by Motorola. I am Morgan Webb.
That's right, and I am Blair Herder. We are coming to you from Universal City Walk right here in Los Angeles.
Over the next hour, we're going to show you the best gadgets, the coolest tech, and the hottest games around.
That's right, whether it's a bleeding edge TV that'll totally transform your living room, thank you very much, or a bunch of gadgets to help you survive the apocalypse, we have got you covered.
Yeah, and all of this stuff is available right now. The future is here already, so we're gonna show you how to get it.
Yeah, case in point, actually, if we wanted to get in shape right now, we could run on the beach with an iPod.
Yeah, if we were working out in 2008. Fortunately, Kristen Adams is here to show you how to take your workout to the next level.
Interactivity blended with real result-oriented workouts is the future of fitness. Don't fear the burn, embrace it. We have the gear that will help give you better motivation and better results. And it all starts with a shoe. Nike's LeBron X Plus are modeled after the King's personal footwear. Now available to the public, the LeBron X Plus are fully customizable. So now you can sport anything from LeBron's team colors to your team colors. With the Sport Pack add-on, you can measure things like your highest jump, average jump height, steps per second, and quickest moments, all earning you Nike Fuel points to compete on Nike's leaderboard. At $270, the Nike LeBron X Plus are a slam dunk. Nike Plus Connect is the ultimate console training experience. It combines Nike's innovative training style with the fun and convenience of the Connect. It offers a challenge for all skill levels and allows you to create your own personal fitness program. And it knows when you're cheating, so keep those knees up. The Nexus Pro brings you all the fun of going toe-to-toe with MMA fighter Chael Sonnen without the trip to the emergency room. This MMA training simulator provides a full, intense fitness regimen. It's fully endorsed by Sonnen himself and hip-hop mogul RZA. This beast of a unit comes with over 100 instructional videos and focuses on MMA and boxing-inspired training with heavy cardio and kicking. The Pro unit also measures power, accuracy, reaction time, strike count, heart rate, and your caloric burn. It comes with a hefty price tag of $69.95, but that's a small price to pay for your very own personal MMA trainer. Now let's get you into a hard body and a sharp mind. This carbon fiber masterpiece is the pinnacle of style and substance. The Cyclot was inspired by unicycles from the 1800s, as you can see by its single-wheel, two-horn design. But the Italian design team reinvented the unicycle in the form of an exercise bike that ensures correct ergonomic posture for a molto comfortable ride. But all that innovation doesn't come cheap, as this gorgeous piece of workout gear will cost you more than 5,000 euros. And if it looks like a piece of art, that's because it is. This fall, the Cyclot is heading to New York to be featured at the Museum of Modern Art.
There's no doubt that the smartphone has revolutionized our ability to never be bored. Here are a couple of ideas to spice up that relationship with the thing in your pocket that you can't stop touching. If you are a loved one or prone to destroying smartphone screens, Invisible Shield is your solution. For $30, you can have a nigh indestructible screen protector based on the stuff that protects military helicopter blades from debris and incoming fire. The Morphe Power Station Duo is perfect for smartphone junkies who find themselves away from a power outlet for long periods of time. One charge can top up most smartphones 4 times, so for $100, you might actually be able to watch movies on your phone through an entire camping trip, just like on those ridiculous commercials. iRig Mix is a portable DJ mixer for iOS devices, perfect for parties. You can mix and crossfade between your iPhone and iPad with 2-band EQ for each input. Fork over $100 and you can be the mobile mix master. If you're looking for a new game to pass the dark winter days, Angry Birds Star Wars smushes together two of the biggest pop culture juggernauts into one incredibly lucrative product. It's available on pretty much every mobile platform known to man, and maybe a couple we don't even know about yet. To class up your tablet reading habit, try the Book iPad case. It looks like a real book, and the leather binding makes it smell like a musty old professor at an English college. For $70, you too can smell smarter than you really are. If you're one of those Instagram addicts who refuses to take pictures on anything but an iPhone, the Photo Jojo Lens Dial will step up your iOS photojournalism game with 3 new lenses. For a cool $250, you get a wide angle, a fisheye, and a 1.5 times zoom lens.
This holiday season, there is one video game that is the very definition of a must-have. In fact, it's the most pre-ordered game of all time. It is Call of Duty Black Ops 2.
Guess who brought a jet to a gunfight?
If you know a right trigger from a left analog stick, chances are you're well aware of the impending release of Call of Duty Black Ops 2. The latest installment in the biggest franchise in gaming continues the Cold War tale of the first game and follows it all the way into the far-flung future of 2025. Expect advanced weaponry and the ability to control numerous drones and other high-tech toys that define the battlefield of tomorrow. Returning is the much-loved and lauded competitive multiplayer, with some tweaks for added enjoyment. And of course, no Treyarch Call of Duty game would be complete without zombies, and Black Ops 2 has you covered 3 ways, with traditional zombie mode, a new story-driven mode about a bus full of survivors, and an interesting grief mode.
Zombies. Groovy.
Black Ops 2 is reportedly the most pre-ordered game in history and is poised to once again shatter sales records when it's released on November 13th. Don't miss your chance to be part of history and the future.
Hope you haven't maxed out your credit cards yet, because there is still a ton of stuff to see, like Sony's $25,000 TV, some survival gear, the Wii U, and a whole lot more. XPlay's Ultimate Buyer's Guide continues right after this. Welcome back to XPlay's Ultimate Buyer's Guide, brought to you by the Droid Razr M by Motorola. Now, gadgets can make your life a whole lot easier and help you cut corners you didn't even know existed. Morgan is here with a handful of items right now that are equal parts useful and awesome.
When it comes to irresistibly cool gadgets, you can't beat your very own 3D printer. Now, this is the MakerBot Replicator 1, but if you really want cutting edge cool, you gotta check out the Replicator 2. The Replicator 2 is fast, it makes huge objects, and it's affordable, at least for a desktop 3D printer. The new model will set you back $2,200. It is perfect for prototyping ideas, creating artwork, and generally turning your imagination into something real you can set on your desk. Whether you're making your own 3D models or downloading one of the thousands that are available at Thingiverse.com, the Replicator 2 is a one-of-a-kind gift for any engineer at heart. The iGrill turns cooking the perfect steak into a science. If you don't have the time to stand there and actually watch your meat cook, you just stick this into your slab of cow, you turn on the Bluetooth, and you can actually monitor the temperature of your meat from your Android or your Apple phone. And it will actually even alert you when your meat is done. For $80, you will never burn another ribeye. R2 may have helped save the galaxy, but now his best and primary function is making sure you're not late for work. Not only does he wake you up with his distinctive chirps, cute, but it's still an alarm clock, but he also projects the time straight onto your wall. So now you can wake up in the absolute nerdiest way possible. It's happened to everyone. You're miles from home, it's freezing, and your cell phone is dead. Don't worry, you're not gonna have to fight the wolves Liam Neeson style with a broken bottle because Columbia Sportswear has you covered. The Electro Interchange Jacket is the latest in high-tech outerwear. It has a built-in heater with adjustable temperature control. It has advanced waterproofing, and the best part, it has a USB charger built right in. For $300, you'll never be without Angry Birds again. The tradition of taking goofy Polaroid pictures is not dead, it has just gone digital. This is the Polaroid Z2300. It's a 10 megapixel camera, but inside is actually a printer. You can print 2x3 pictures straight from the camera. Now you can have it automatically print, or you can pick the pictures that you actually want to print. The new generation of Polaroid is only $160, which is a great price for fun you can take anywhere.
If you're going out of town for the holidays, here are some essential gadgets that'll help your getaway feel a little more high-tech. Dragged to the in-laws for 2 weeks? The Kindle Paperwhite is perfect if you like to escape your tormentors by reading voraciously. It sports an illuminated screen, higher resolution than a regular Kindle, and 8 weeks of battery life. For $120, this is an instant win. Hitting the slopes with your friends? The Smith IO Recon snowboarding goggles will ensure that you're the geekiest yet most informed snow bro at the resort. These super sweet future tech eye protectors feature GPS, trail maps, buddy tracking, text messaging, music playlist, and, get this, will eventually be able to tap into wireless cameras positioned on courses so you can watch yourself snowboard live inside your goggles. At $650, they're pricey, but you won't find anything else like them out there. Nothing sucks worse than having to use your smartphone in freezing weather and needing to take your gloves off. Actually, I don't know if that sucks or not because I live in California and the weather here is awesome. But if you do need to brave the elements, pick yourself up a pair of Smart Touch touchscreen gloves. They let you use touchscreens without exposing your delicate hands to the elements. Price varies by style, but you can get a decent pair for about $30. Even on vacation, sometimes you have to bust out the email, and you might as well look awesome while you do it. The Magic Cube laser keyboard uses freaking lasers to project a keyboard on any flat surface, so you can type on a full-size keyboard made of pure energy. Admittedly, it's not the most accurate keyboard on the planet, but a little frustration is a small price to pay when everyone else sits there thinking you're from the freaking future. You can pick one up for about $150. Any activity in the great outdoors demands a GoPro Hero 3 Black Edition. Now, I know this little camera might look tiny, but it takes unbelievable video. Thanks to technological advancements, the Black Edition packs in a 12 megapixel image sensor that works beautifully in low light. The specs are insane. You can film 2.7K video at 30 frames, 1080p at 60 frames, and at 720p at 120 frames. What that means is unbelievably smooth, slow motion visuals. This isn't just one of the best cameras out there with a $400 price point, this is one of the best cameras out there, period.
One of the best parts about traveling in the modern era is that you actually get to take your entertainment with you wherever you go. But not all streaming services are created equal. So here's some information to help you pick the best one before you give the gift of streaming. Netflix is the 800-pound gorilla of streaming services. It's a household name. Now, for $8 a month, you can watch movies, you can watch full seasons of old TV shows, and of course, our favorite, you can watch quirky documentaries. Now, it's gonna work on just about any screen that plays video. Your iPhone, your Android phone, your iPad, your TV, your game console, you can access it everywhere. For sheer variety, Netflix can't be beat. When it comes to current TV shows,
Hulu is king. Now, basic Hulu is pretty awesome by itself. You can actually get episodes of current TV shows as little as 24 hours after they originally aired. But Hulu Plus offers greatly expanded full seasons of content for only $8 a month. If you don't want to wait for your daily show fix, your only choice is Hulu. Amazon Prime is for the TV and movie lover who also loves to shop. At $80 a year, Amazon Prime is the cheapest of the services, but it doesn't quite have the selection of the other services. They are aggressively adding new titles and new content every year, but the real perk is free 2-day shipping on all of your Amazon purchases. Online shopping while I'm watching the Avengers, that's multitasking I can get behind.
Coming up, we're going to head to Nintendo World in New York for a look at the Wii U, and Jessica Chobot has a TV that costs more than a car, plus the best gadgets for your living room. More Ultimate Buyer's Guide right after this. Welcome back to XPlay's Ultimate Buyer's Guide. I'm at Nintendo World in New York, the only official Nintendo store on the planet. And this holiday season, everybody wants what they're selling. Of course, the big news for Nintendo this year is the launch of their newest console, the Wii U. The Wii U allows you to do way more than just play games. You can go on Amazon, you can check out sports scores, watch things on Hulu Plus, stream movies on Netflix, but it also integrates all of your social networking sites. You can comment on all those things on Facebook or Twitter. So this new gamepad allows you to interact with your entertainment in a number of ways. It's got a 6.2-inch 16:9 LCD touchscreen. So basically this is just the coolest remote control of all time. So one of our favorite features of the new Wii U is it actually allows you to share the TV room. So let's say you want to play new Super Mario Bros. U and your wife wants to watch Here Comes Honey Boo Boo. Well, you can play the game on the Wii U gamepad and your wife can continue to poison the minds of your children. The brand new Wii U comes in 2 different packages. There's the white basic package, which comes with, of course, the console, the Wii U, also the Wii U gamepad, and 8 gigs of internal memory for $299.99. The deluxe black set comes with 32 gigs of internal memory. It comes with a black Wii U console, a black Wii U gamepad, the game Nintendo Land, and every docking station you could ever want ever for $349.99. So Santa, what's up? Besides the Wii U home console, Nintendo also introduced a new handheld system, the 3DS XL. This device actually consists of 2 screens. The bottom is a touch screen that allows you to navigate through apps and games with a stylus, and the top is a widescreen display that produces 3D images without glasses. The XL also does way more than just play games. You can watch movies on Netflix or shows on Hulu Plus or even browse the internet on this Wi-Fi enabled device. The Nintendo 3DS XL is going to run you $199.99 and it comes in several colors including Midnight Purple, which is what Morgan owns, and Pearl Pink, which is what I own. While the Wii U and the 3DS XL are set to join the historic ranks of those you see before you today, Nintendo also has a lot of great software coming out this holiday season, including a couple of games starring everyone's favorite video game hero, Mario. New Super Mario Bros. U is without question the must-have game for the Wii U. You and 3 friends can play as Mario, Luigi, and the Toads as you avoid hazards, pound on Bowser's minions, and try to save the princess. And as we said, for the first time ever, Mario is in HD. That mustache looks sweet, sir. I'm gonna send it back to the West Coast while I buy one of everything in this store. Jessica Chobot is at the Sony store with a ridiculous TV that's gonna break your bank. Here's Robinson.
If you want the stunning clarity of a movie theater experience in your living room, then HD just won't cut it, which is why Sony has released their XBR 84X900, their first 4K TV. So first things first, what is 4K? Well, 4K, also officially known as ultra high definition, is twice as wide and twice as high as regular HD, which means you're getting 4 times the picture resolution. Essentially, you're going from Laserdisc to Blu-ray pretty much overnight. Just standing next to this, I feel myself evolving, and that evolution does not come cheap. Now this 84-inch beauty has a price tag of 25 G's. Now I know what you're gonna say, Jess, this TV costs more than my car, but guys, you're not just buying it for prestige. This baby also packs some serious heat. Not only does it do 3D, the good kind that doesn't require you to charge glasses, but it also has a built-in 5.1 surround sound system and state-of-the-art image upscaling for TV shows and movies you already own. And when you boot up the PlayStation, you can activate SimulView, which, with the help of some special glasses, allows you and a friend to play full-screen multiplayer on the same TV. It's powerful, it's beautiful, and it doesn't get more ultimate than this.
If you're looking for something a little more old school than Sony's cutting-edge TV, then Wired's Chris Kohler has you covered with these retro gaming gifts.
Sometimes riding in a Beamer isn't anywhere near as cool as rolling in an old-fashioned muscle car. Retro games are in. And we've got the hard-to-get pieces of gaming history that will bring heat to any collection. Earthbound was a game far ahead of its time. It predated all of the excitement about Japanese role-playing games with Final Fantasy VII, but it had great humor, fantastic design. It just failed to find an audience when it was released. Now, of course, it's one of the most desired games on Virtual Console. Problem is, it's probably never going to get re-released digitally, which means that if you just want to buy a cartridge, it's going to cost you about $200. A box set like this? Try half a G, if you can find one. Okay, Atari players in the 70s didn't exactly have Halo to play on their machine, but this retro take on one of the biggest modern franchises was actually released at the 2010 Classic Gaming Expo in Las Vegas. You can play it online for free, but if you want one of these special custom-made Atari cartridges, you're gonna have to pay up about $150. Panzer Dragoon Saga is that special game that's not only rare, but also an example of excellent game design. Which means if you want to get involved in this epic battle of dragons, you're gonna have to pony up about $300 for the original Sega Saturn disc. In the last days of the Sega CD, Konami released Snatcher. It's a cyberpunk adventure game from the father of Solid Snake, Hideo Kojima. It was popular in Japan, but never really connected with American audiences, making it one of the rarest games on the Sega CD. If you want to buy one, it'll cost you a cool $250. If you ask some fans of Japanese role-playing games, they'll tell you Suikoden 2 is the best one ever. But at the time, sluggish sales and low print runs made this really rare. If you're a die-hard fan of the series, you're gonna have to shell out about $200 for this PlayStation 1 game. You know, discs, cartridges, it's all well and good, but we believe a man should game as God intended on a vintage arcade Pac-Man machine. It's elegant, it's timeless, the game inside is a true classic, and you too could own one, if you've got a spare $1,700 lying around. Now, if you'll excuse me, it's time to eat me some dots.
Welcome back to X-Play's Ultimate Buyer's Guide. Right here in my hand is the new Droid Razr M from Motorola. It has 4G LTE and a beautiful edge-to-edge display, which is perfect for playing games. Here are the top 5 Android titles you need to pick up. First up is Horn. Horn is a beautiful third-person adventure game that puts you in the shoes of a young blacksmith apprentice who must free the world's inhabitants from an evil enchantment. The 3D graphics are so detailed, it's hard to believe this is a mobile game. OpenSea is a quirky title that has you playing as a prophet named Mo who is leading his people through simple puzzles. You touch the sea to part it, you shake your smartphone to bring in the flood, and you tap the screen to call down lightning bolts. Grand Theft Auto 3 is, well, if you don't know this game by now, we just don't know what to tell you. This is a marvel of miniaturization. The entire game now fits onto your Razr M. And it looks even better with HD quality graphics and controls that have been adapted to work with your touchscreen. World of Goo is a well-known puzzle game that's appeared on several platforms before, but we can vouch for the experience on Android. Spend a few moments dragging and dropping globs of glue to build structures, bridges, and anything else your brain can imagine. Bad Piggies may just be the smash hit of 2012. Rovio's follow-up to Angry Birds is a puzzle game that has you playing as the little green porkers. The biggest surprise is the high level of difficulty. This game can be very tricky, and it triumphantly tops Angry Birds in the design department. Be a good little piggy and pick this game up right now.
It doesn't take much to be a gamer. All you really need is a console and some games. But if you're looking for a new experience, here are some things you might want to pick up. Sony's Pulse wireless stereo gaming headset Elite Edition is perfect for PlayStation fans who don't want to disturb their friends and family with their awesome game sounds. The sound quality is quite good, supporting 7.1 virtual surround and something called bass impact, which apparently makes explosions sound better. You can snag a pair for $150. On December 6th, a blast from the past arrives in the form of the Neo Geo X Gold. Now, the Neo Geo was the exotic supercar of game consoles, clocking in with a price tag of $650. The Neo Geo X Gold will run you a mere $200, which is how much the games cost all by themselves in the 90s. It comes preloaded with 20 Neo Geo classics, including Samurai Showdown 2, Metal Slug, and everyone's favorite, Cyberlip. If you plan on being stuck somewhere over the holidays with no HD TV, consider the G4tv personal gaming environment from Games. This nifty portable briefcase of badass has an HD screen with high-quality speakers built into it and readily accepts a PS3 or Xbox 360 for fully self-contained play. It'll cost you $250, but that is well worth not having to argue with your relatives over who gets to use the 22-inch CRT that's older than you are.
This holiday season, you could buy the boring old standard edition of the biggest games and movies, but let's be honest, we love putting snazzy, extravagant packaging on our bookshelves that don't actually have any books in them. These are the collector's editions that you can't live without. The Halo 4 limited edition console comes with a custom-designed Xbox 360 system, 2 wireless controllers with blue LED lights, a headset, a code for bonus downloadable content, and makes really awesome sounds when you turn the system on. Oh, and you get a copy of Halo 4, because I suppose you need that too. Assassin's Creed 3 Limited Edition is guaranteed to make your friends jealous this holiday season. It includes a 9-inch statue of our hero Connor posing with his tomahawk. It also has an embroidered Assassin's Creed themed colonial flag, one of the coolest bonus items we've seen since the Revolution, and for some reason, a sturdy metal belt buckle. At $120, it will net you all this, a game disc, plus a copy of George Washington's Notebook, which we suspect might be slightly fictionalized.
Remember where you parked?
Movie fans have a lot to look forward to this holiday season, starting with The Dark Knight Rises. Christopher Nolan's epic trilogy draws Batman's story of angst and punching criminals in the throat to a close. The limited edition back cowl set includes a Blu-ray, DVD, and digital versions of the film, and the crown jewel, a badass statuette replica of Batman's shattered mask. It's the perfect decor for your living room or Batcave, and at $40, you don't have to be Bruce Wayne to afford it.
I think this just might be my masterpiece.
Die-hard Quentin Tarantino fans are about to have their dreams come true. For the first time ever, we're getting a definitive compilation of the writer-director's filmography. The Tarantino XX 8-film collection comes in at 120 stones and includes all of his major works, such as Pulp Fiction, Inglourious Basterds,
That's a bingo.
Reservoir Dogs,
Want me to shoot this guy?
Kill Bill Volumes 1 and 2,
Silly rabbit. Tricks are for kids.
Jackie Brown, Death Proof, and True Romance. It is a bloody good time.
I'm impressed.
Lawrence of Arabia is a film that every guy should see. The scope of this movie will make your jaw drop, especially when you realize it was made decades before CGI even existed. Every shot is real, and yes, it really does have a cast of thousands. The 50th Anniversary Collector's Edition features a stunning, newly restored version of David Lean's desert epic, plus tons of extra goodies. It's the classy way to spend $100. But if shock value is your thing, you can't go wrong with The Walking Dead second season limited edition. Obviously, it has beautiful Blu-ray transfers of each episode, but the real treat is in the container. The discs sit inside of the sculpted zombie head that acts like some sort of ungodly Pez dispenser. Just one word of advice, always look in the barn first. Don't be stupid.
Last I checked, 2012 hasn't quite ended yet, so there's still a very outside chance that an apocalypse may still be brewing. If you want to be ready for anything, this survival gear might just keep you alive. They say when there's no more room in hell, the dead will walk the earth. That's why I always come prepared. This collection of tools by Gerber is literally called the Apocalypse Survival Kit. Whether you're fighting off hordes of the Walking Dead or just splitting firewood, the Gerber Apocalypse Kit is essential hardware. You get 7 tools: the Gator Machete, the Gator Machete Pro, a camp axe, 10-inch survival knife, compact folding blade, mini knife and bottle opener, and a parang because, sure! The whole set comes in a canvas case for easy storage in your garage or vehicle. For $350, you'll be ready for anything. The most important resource when you're hiking or facing a global outbreak of Captain Trips is water. The Camelback All-Clear Water Purifier kills potentially harmful microbes in only 60 seconds by blasting them with UV waves. The whole system is right here in this bottle. Just fill up, shake, and drink. I think $100 is a small price to pay to avoid dying of dysentery. Working in the slave pits of our future alien overlords won't be so bad if we have some music to listen to. The Ryobi Tech 4 All-Play music player is the Abrams tank of MP3 players. You can hit it with a hammer, drop it out of a plane, or do a 10-mile mud run, and this sucker will keep piping out all the Katy Perry you can handle. Available exclusively through Home Depot for $70. In the hellscape that is the future, you're only as good as your battery life, which is why the BioLite camp stove should be on everyone's holiday shopping list. The BioLite converts the heat from a small cook fire into usable electricity. A little bit of Boy Scout know-how is all you need to get yourself a hot mug of cocoa and a charged smartphone. Some New Yorkers even use the BioLite to keep their critical electronics charged in the wake of Hurricane Sandy. How practical is that? This could be the best $130 you've ever spent. With all this gear, you are now ready to survive any apocalyptic contingency. So now all you need is a countdown clock. For $3, you can download your very own Mayan calendar app, Maya 3D. Learn the exact hour of our destruction in gorgeous interactive 3D.
Forewarned is forearmed. Now, if you'll excuse me, I got some training to do.
This portion of X-Play's Ultimate Buyer's Guide is brought to you by the new Droid Razr M by Motorola. Say hello to the full-screen phone.
Welcome back to X-Play's Ultimate Buyer's Guide, brought to you by the new Droid Razr M by Motorola. Now, at home, you're going to spend the majority of your time in the living room, so why not make the best of it? With this ultimate living room, you are never going to want to leave the house. The Surface tablet and Smart Glass software say the future is now. This cutting-edge tablet, combined with your television and Xbox 360, will turn your living room into an interactive hub. Smart Glass, the free Xbox companion app, turns your Surface tablet or any Windows 8-powered device into an extension of your Xbox, allowing you to start and stop movies and check out instant content while your 360 is already hard at work. For a full-powered tablet, Surface with Smart Glass is a great value at only $500. Music makes any house a home, which is why no living room is complete without the I Love speaker stand. The sleek aluminum design will fit right in with any decor. The stand works with any iPad, Droid, or Windows tablet, and for $100 you can be blasting your favorite music and film to your heart's content. The worst part about having an awesome home entertainment system is that you can only use it when you're at home, but Slingbox fixes all of that. The Slingbox 500 enables you to remotely connect to your TV anywhere at any time with almost any device. Want to check the DVR? No problem. Time to watch X-Play? Well, you can do that too. The box itself will set you back $300, and there's a small one-time fee for each device activation. The centerpiece of any modern living room is the TV, and if you want a great value for a top quality screen, you can't go wrong with the Toshiba L6200. This 55-inch LED flat screen features passive 3D capabilities and brilliant 1080p images. At less than $2,000, the L6200 will fill up a room without breaking the bank.
Now, the only thing missing from this room are the games. No matter what console you own, this is what you need to be playing.
The biggest hits this holiday season rewrite history, crash the court, and serve up one badass cyborg. Pay attention, take notes, and let's go back in time. Assassin's Creed 3 is the most ambitious game this side of the Potomac. This epic action title runs riot through the annals of the American Revolution, putting you in the boots of Connor, a half-Mohawk, half-English assassin.
I was told you could train me.
Slash through history with state-of-the-art combat and a deviously fun multiplayer experience that rewards strategy, patience, and creativity. Assassin's Creed 3's incredible recreations of 18th century America are unlike anything you've seen before. Now available on the PS3, Wii U, and Xbox, Tomahawk sold separately. Welcome, Vault Hunter! Borderlands 2 is part shooter, part quest for treasure, part comedy routine.
What was that?
Players choose from 4 different main characters that each have their own style of combat and special abilities. Maya wields magical elemental forces. Salvador loves guns a little too much. Zero's space ninja skills are both silent and deadly, and Axton brings the boom. You can play solo, but this cel-shaded masterpiece is better shared. The entire Borderlands 2 experience, from top to bottom, is designed for playing with friends. You'll find it on PlayStation and 360.
Come and get me.
NBA 2K13 is the best sports title of the year, period. 2K13 beautifully orchestrates a widescreen pro basketball experience so real you can practically reach out and touch LeBron's ego. 2K13 is good for a quick pickup game or an epic fulfillment of your dreams of playing in the pros with the elaborate My Career mode. NBA 2K13 is the closest thing to controlling a real NBA game from your living room we've ever experienced. It's out now for Xbox and PlayStation. The launch of Halo 4 brings the return of one of the most beloved characters in all of gaming, Master Chief.
John!
I'm here.
Halo 4 is a space opera of the highest magnitude, spinning a tale of mysterious alien worlds, exotic characters, and explosive action on a planetary scale. And that's just the single player. Halo multiplayer is a living community of millions of people participating in one of the great pastimes of the modern era, teabagging your buddy's dead body in a game of deathmatch. Halo 4 offers both head-to-head and cooperative ways to play and is constantly rolling out free bonus content on a weekly basis.
Just kill.
You will never be bored. This is Microsoft's baby. It's exclusive for the Xbox 360, and it can all be yours for only $60.
Well, that is it for us today. If you're interested in anything you saw here, just go to G4tv.com/buyers.
Yeah, and get shopping, because that's what we're going to do right now.
Bye.